Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. Hi, Diane. Yeah, I didn't know how many people would be here because I didn't know if I was going to be here yet today or tomorrow, but I decided to come on today. I have been mostly doing eBay today. I finished photographing and putting drafts on for the rest of the inventory that I had. Now I'm out of inventory, but I have drafts for the next 2 days. The problem is, hi Kiki. The problem is I've only been putting 3 a day on. Okay, I've been trying that. However, this is Thursday and I have only sold 2 items all week. And it was on one day, which is Tuesday. On Tuesday, I sold 2 items. The rest of the days have been zeros. So that could be a problem. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, everyone. Bumblebee is at her son's graduation this weekend or this week, and she probably won't be here. But I'm glad y'all came. Yes, I have been busy fussing around with my photo setup still. And I'm going to do, as soon as I can get to Home Depot and buy that piece of foam core board, I found out that in my Honda HR-V, I can put the back seats down, and that makes a big space. So I think I can go get that. It's real light. I just need one. It's 8 by 48 inches wide and 8 foot long, but I'm going to have it cut down. I have to measure it. I don't know if it's going to be 4 foot. I'll have it cut in half, or whether I make it a little bit longer. Yeah. And then I can either use the carpeting that I have on the wall, or I can buy, like some people, they just went to Walmart or Target and they bought one of those sort of a furry blanket, gray blanket, and they just put that over it. So I don't know what I'll do. That way I'll still have a long thing on the wall. If I have to do like a long maxi dress or something, because I think a maxi dress, it would be hard to do on that standing slanted board. So that would probably be better hanging on the wall. Yeah, my sales are just in the toilet. But I did sell some things on Poshmark. So Poshmark is still going a little bit. The amount I sell isn't much, but it's still at least going. Hi, Bryland Farm. Hi, everybody. Yes, what I noticed when I'm doing all this photography on the new setup, I noticed that my muscle memory, I have to rebuild the muscle memory once I get this set up the way I want it. Because sometimes I'm going this way, sometimes I'm going that way, sometimes I'm doing this first, sometimes, and you have to get so that you do everything the same all the time, and it just speeds things up. Not that I'm listing 100 items or anything, but it just makes it easier. My cat seems to be doing fine. She's losing weight. I haven't called the vet yet. Well, I called and nobody's called me back. So I have to call again tomorrow. My back is still in horrible condition. But I did notice, of course, everybody knows sitting is the worst thing. Hi, guitar guy. Uh, Classy Dahlia, and you miss? Yeah, it's been a few days. Dahlia, I just thought of you because I just photographed a pair of Bermuda hiking shorts by Dahlia Collection. Yeah. So I was out in the kitchen. I had made myself a tuna fish sandwich a little earlier. And then I thought, well, I need to have a vegetable once in a while. So I had some carrots in the refrigerator. So I sliced up some carrots and put them in water and salted them and put them on the stove, and went and did my drafts. I was sitting in there. Well, as I walked past the stove, I realized they're still cooking, and I hope they're not like mush. I mean, these could be like baby food. So they're off and sitting off the burner now, and I love buttered carrots. Just buttered to salt and pepper, but these may be too mushy. I don't know. I hope not. Classy Dahlia's making dinner. Yeah. Oh. Hi, Judy. Yeah, I watched somebody that I haven't watched in a while, and now I'm not going to be able to think of his name. Um, Josh. His name's Josh, but I forget his whole YouTube name. It's something Josh. It's not just plain Josh. It's something similar, but so I was watching a bunch of his videos. Not Josh Galt. No. Something Josh, but he has a lot of videos on. She was wondering where you got your reseller ruler and slanted table from. I don't have a slanted table yet. I have these tables. I have a couple 6-foot ones. These are 6 foot, and then the one I have in there that I'm using is 4 foot, and I just got it at Walmart, I think. But it's not slanted. I'm going to make a slanted board, and I'm going to make it out of. A lot of people made them out of plywood, but that's too heavy for me to handle. So I saw somebody make it out of a thick piece of foam core, like you insulate with, and they have it at Home Depot, and you can get it like 1.5 inches or 2 inches thick. So it's not going to bust unless you try to sit on it, you know. But just to put it up, and it's going to be really light for me to handle. So that's what I'm going to use, and then cover it with something. Yeah. Well, I crossed out the plywood because that's just going to be too heavy to fuss around with. But I think this will work, and I think these tables you can adjust them to different heights. There's 3 different heights. Most of the time I put them up high like a standing desk, but you can put it down like a regular table, and then you can put it even lower. So I'm wondering if I lean the foam board up against the wall, I could get any angle I want, and then put the table underneath it against the wall, put it down low, and put that on the table. I'd have to put something so the foam board doesn't skid off, if you know what I mean. We'll figure it out. It could be duct tape. It's going to be under the blanket. Yeah, so I hope to get that done. Samantha's couldn't come on Wednesday. She's coming tomorrow, but that's to clean. So next Wednesday, she'll come, and maybe that's the day we'll go to Home Depot. Yeah, there's several things I wanted to do that day. One is to get the carpeting put into this room. It's still rolled up. Needs to be unrolled and sort of, I don't know if I could do that myself or not, unroll it and sort of roll it backwards so it straightens out a little bit. A lot of Josh, that's it. Yes, a lot of Josh. Lot of Josh. Yeah, I've been listening to him. One of these days I'm going to a lot of resellers just do a day in the life of, it's mostly what they're doing as far as eBay. I can always do that. But I would like to go back. I thought of this yesterday when I was in that store, Mark's, and show you that whole other section of Mark's. Because, like I think I said, hi, Claire. Like I said, when I was in the store, I used to go in there and do sort of retail arbitrage. They have very inexpensive things. I don't know where they get them from, but it's almost like it's higher than Goodwill, but they're all new things. And I remember buying yarn in there. I bought a couple skeins of a certain type of yarn, and I sold them like right away. And then I went back and I bought more. And I'd sell all the yarn I could put on eBay. Things like that. There's all kinds of different things. So it'd be fun to look around. You don't have a Mark's. I think it's only here. I don't know. I've never looked it up to see where Mark's is from, or if it's only a Cleveland area type thing. But I look forward every spring to this when they get their flowers. Yeah, I'm going to go back there and get some more things. My lawnmower guy came today, and he did the first mowing of my grass. He likes to get me in early because there's one place down where I used to have the vegetable garden. The grass grows so fast and gets so long, it almost clogs up his machine. So he likes to get me done before that it gets too long down there. So he did that. He also always, he blew all the leaves out of my front garden, so it's all ready. In fact, I went out there today and I actually was bending down, terrible thing for the back, but I was bending down and pulling some weeds. Now, I think Bryland Farm, I have a new kind of weed out there. I don't remember this weed from last year. It has little white flowers. It's close to the ground. It's growing between the bricks. And has real spiky stems on it. And then at the bottom, it looks like it'll turn into like a low, tiny leaf, ground cover type thing. I don't know what it is. I don't remember it being there before, but it pulls out really easy because the ground is wet, it's We've had lots of rain here. So I was pulling it, I started pulling it out, and then, once you start, you just keep going. So I went and got a couple buckets, and I started pulling that out. And I got most of it. Now, I haven't sprayed out there yet with that spray I bought. But I like to pull the higher weeds out that'll pull out easily. I like to get them out first, and then I'll use the spray on the harder to get things. Clara says, my neighbor Margaret, who's something to do with North Carolina Wildlife Society, Wildlife Flower Society. She has an app that you can just tell instantly whether it's a plant or a weed. I have that too. I have a couple of them on. I never thought of doing that. That's how I found out what the garlic mustard plant was. Yeah, mine is. I think here. I have two of them, but the one I use the most is called Picture This. It's just called Picture This. And it's an app, free app. You just take a picture of it, immediately tells you what it is. And it stores it in your own little folder on there. And the other one is called Snapseed. So there's two of them, but the one I use the most is called Picture This. Yes, thank you. I don't know. No, my chickweed I have along the driveway because as soon as that gets big enough to pull, I give it to the chickens. They love it. The chickweed doesn't have those spiky things on it. It just grows up into, a small leaf little, crawls out. Yeah, I like chickweed because I can use it for the chickens. No, it's different than that. So I have to get busy. There's a few things I have to dig out, and I have to get out there and get those thistles out of there with my dandelion puller. Of course, they keep coming back, but, nothing seems to kill them. Oh, wondering where I got the reseller ruler. Well, somebody sent it to me. I couldn't find out how to order it. So, Bryland Farm sent me the reseller ruler. I think Bryland Farm, didn't you say you're in his group online on Tech and Sports? Didn't you say you're in his whatever it's called group? As an aside, when you don't use StreamYard, your video spins for me. Oh dear. Well, I was going to use StreamYard today. However, when I went on to do like I normally get on, which is very easy, now it's asking you, do you want to send this right through to YouTube? And now you have to put your password and everything in. That meant going to look for my passwords, my book with all my passwords in. So instead of doing that, I just came on YouTube. I'm sorry if is it still spinning? Yes, you're in his group. Okay. To get the ruler, you have to email the address at the bottom of the page. They are rebuilding the page. You mean tech and sports page? Maryland Farm says, no big deal. I just toggle back and forth between two screens when it spins. I wonder why it does that. Is this spinning for anybody else? That's strange. Well, actually, I like StreamYard better if I can figure out what they're trying to make me do there. But because I can share, I don't know how to share my screen on this one yet. I'm sure there must be a way. Renee, hi, Renee. Yeah, nobody else is spinning there, Brylan. I was watching your gardening video, Brylan Farm, and it just wants me to get out there, and yours is so neat. Yeah, lucky you. Uh, well, my dog had, she was outside with her stuffy toy in her mouth, and I was calling her in, and all of a sudden she took off and she was racing around the yard. She had the zoomies, just racing around the yard. She dropped her stuffy, and then I told her to go back and get it, and she raced over and got it. That is so funny when that happens. I got her a new rope for in the nighttime. At night after dark, I don't like to let her out, even though she has the invisible fence collar, because, the deer come around here at night, and I don't want her trying to chase a deer. And the raccoon, she treed the raccoon. She treed the raccoon the other night. I could see its eyes up in the tree. Yeah, she doesn't want to fuss with that mama. I'm pretty sure it's a mama raccoon. That's the ones that always stay in my garage. You won't be, come June, it'll be too hot. You'll be in the AC. Well, finally, this next week, it's going to be in the 70s here, which is like perfect. In fact, one day I think it's going to be 80 or 82, they say. However, it's going to be raining, but so nice weather coming. Finally, that I won't be cold. Mm. I don't take my electric blanket off my bed here. It's on all summer. It's on all year. Of course, in the summer, I just fold it down, but it's just in case we have a chilly night. Well, I had it covered up with I had my bed spread on, and then I had actually a sleeping bag over it. I usually put it on. It warms up the bed really good when you put the sleeping bag over it, and then I take it off. Well, I was cold last night, and I crawled under there, and I was asleep in seconds. The heat puts me to sleep right away. Well, I woke up. It was so so hot. Yeah, not good to do that. I try to turn my electric blanket way down to practically 1 or 2 before I fall asleep, but I fell asleep so fast, I didn't get to do that. Uh, I'm surprised the dog didn't jump off the bed and go someplace cooler. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, so I think tomorrow, after Samantha leaves, I think I'll have to try to go to a thrift to I'm having trouble with my teeth today. To a thrift store uh and get a few things anyway. I'm going to have to order a box or two of things. I think Bumblebee's going to send me a box pretty soon. I think she was trying to get through this graduation thing first. It just doesn't seem possible her boy is graduating. It just seems like he went there. Maybe I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, so I wanted to come on, just say hello tonight, and so you don't forget me. Yeah, when I did that video of the garden out front, I forgot to take to video that garlic mustard. I wanted to show it to you. Well, the next time I go through, I'll go through here again in June and show you what a difference a couple months make. June is our prettiest month, I think, here. It's when everything just bursts out and is taking off. Thank you, Kiki. But I'm still, like I said, I have 3 a day. I have 3 to put on tomorrow, and then 3 to put on the next day, and then I'm out of things. But I don't know about this 3 a day thing because I'm just my sales have stopped altogether. Never forget me. Oh. Okay, just a short little video. I have to, it's 8 o'clock. It's time for my cat to get her food. She does not like that the dog eats before her because my dog eats about 5:30 or so. 5:30, between 5 and 6. And she thinks she should eat. And she can't eat till 8 or 8:30, depending on what time I get up in the morning. And down here, you have dead sales there too. 2 smalls today. Yeah, what's with this? Well, I promised myself I wouldn't worry about it. Just going to keep plugging away. And I will be back here on Sunday for sure. Yeah, I'll be back Sunday at 4 o'clock, and hopefully I'll have something to tell you that I sold for the week. So Sunday at 4, I will be back. And if I get a good haul, like if I go out tomorrow or Saturday, I'll do a haul video, but it just depends on how that goes. So good night, everybody. See you then. Bye.